Hello everyone. Today I'm out here in this fairly big forest owned by my family, about 40 acres. And it's just 40 acres of just solid forest with one pretty big house over there. A good sized house, but not big. Uh, and when you get into this forest, you really feel like there's separation between you and civilization, basically. You feel like you're really in Texas in this forest, because Texas's forests are a little bit different than a lot of other forests, if you know how to identify the plants. But really what I wanted to talk about today, while burning some sage, kind of purifying the area, is the spirit of the land, otherwise known as Land Wights in Ossetru. Now, Land Wights are basically the soul of everything combined in a certain section of land. Now, Land Wights are vast elemental beings that are a lot of the time not even aware of people. Uh, they're not aware of the animals necessarily, and sometimes the plants, but they inhabit large sections and swaths of the earth, and it's really hard to tell where one begins and one ends. You know, cities actually have wights; they have spirits too, but those are more industrial, man-crafted spirits. But when it comes to forests and jungles and nature in general, uh, these spirits have been here much longer than us. And when you're looking for the heart of a land, you want to look for, and the heart of the wight, you want to look for a really sunny meadow. I really don't have time to look all over this 40 acres, and possibly the land wight that inhabits this area is much larger than that. There's no telling really, but you want to look for a sunny place uh, that has a lot of flowers, a lot of greenery, and usually that area will be the heart of the wights, because they have bodies that have equivalencies to ours. And the heart of the wight is usually very, very sunny, very nice. And if you want to get close to the wight of a land, you meditate in that area. You try to call out to it through silence. You try to call out to it through understanding, trying to communicate with it on a spiritual level, not just contact with the land by touching it or looking around, but you want to contact it by meditation and talking to it soul to soul. And you want to call out with your heart and an absence of thought in your mind, and try to get close to the land that way. And then once you get close to a land wight, there's ocean wights, there's wights and spirits. Everything is spirit, and these divisions are ultimately superficial, but there are divisions that help us understand. Uh, Now, if you want, when you start communicating with a wight, it'll start making it easier for you to travel through a land. You may not hear the voice necessarily. Sometimes you do, and that's really lucky, because a lot of the time their communication is much slower and vaster than we can understand, than we can interpret. But it'll start being very easy to travel through a land. You'll start finding what you need in a land, and you'll start feeling at home in a place, a sense of ease. And then once all these things combine, plus a few other signs that are varied, then you start to realize you've made contact with the spirit of the land. Um, and when we contact, when we make peace with the land and try to learn from it, don't look down on it, don't assume it doesn't exist, don't assume that it's yours to manipulate. Uh, then we are one with that piece of ourselves, that is tied to everything else. The connections open up, the channels of spirit and energy open up, and once these connections are, you could say, solidified and maintained, then it brings prosperity in all the ways that really humanity wants. So, in conclusion, I've been purifying this area, making this little video offering and sage burning to this forest, and I recommend trying to get to know where you live, and trying to get to know other places as well. Try to contact and make connection with everything around you, and you will prosper. You will become happy, and you will feel what it is to be human and connected. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up down there. Feel free to ask questions and comment, and I will see you in the future. Thank you very much.